Awakening with Brahmakumaris.
Namaskar. Welcome to Awakening with Brahmakumaris. Our new topic today is going beyond. Welcome, sister.
Om Shanti.
Sister Shivani is with us, and we are going to discuss on a new topic, going beyond. Sister, we've done Happiness Unlimited, then we did Soul Connections, and a lot of my friends, our viewers, a lot of people who send us emails, they talk about it. And even personally, somewhere there's a problem of not accepting my mistake, Anything wrong happens, even for a small thing like playing a game of golf. Not small for me though. And I say, oh, bad shot. No, this guy made so much of noise. There was so much of disturbance. The live was bad. This thing was bad. Somewhere or the other, the basic thing within, that is not working. It's working up from here.
It's a very deep belief system, something that we've been living with for years. And not only living, we were brought up with that belief system, that whatever we think, however we feel, someone outside is responsible for it. And it felt good also, because if I was in pain, if I was upset, if I was angry, if I was jealous, if I was hurt, I didn't have to say, I am responsible for it. I said, I'm feeling like this because of somebody else. And this made things very easy for me because somebody else had to change for me to feel better. And so I could go around ordering the world to change, requesting the world to change, waiting for the world to change.
And I'm in my comfort zone.
Absolutely. And most important is, I'm right the way I am. If you have said something to me and I'm hurt, and we always felt one of the two people is right and the other is wrong. So if I'm hurt because of what you've said, then you are wrong, I am right.
I'm just the victim.
I'm just the victim. Yeah, absolutely. Me. So we kind of lived in the victim mode. And we waited for people to change. And being in the victim mode, we were even getting sympathy from people around us.
Yeah.
If I have to go and tell someone I'm hurt because so-and-so said something, everyone around me will say, obviously you're going to be hurt. Anyone would have been hurt if they were in your place. So your feeling hurt is justified. And automatically everyone around me is going to say, they were wrong, they shouldn't have said something like this to you. So everyone kind of joins us in this blame game, and we all, because everyone's going through the same thing. So most of us are living our life blaming people and situations. And this is a very deep, deep ingrained belief system. Even though we've heard about it many times, we've been working on it, and yet in a very, very subtle way, most of the time we're going to find ourselves pointing our fingers to somebody saying, they are responsible for what I think or feel. So going beyond really needs to begin with going beyond blaming people and situations.
But I love this new topic.
Yeah.
Going beyond. It's so
yeah,
beautiful.
Because there are so many things which we are stuck in. Now we need to go beyond them, because otherwise life will just not progress to what it was meant to be. It's meant to be a life full of happiness, love, trust, respect, and we got stuck in these things like hurt, rejection, fear, anxiety, blaming people. So now it's time to go beyond all these things which we thought were natural and go to what is actually natural.
Going beyond means understanding the real thing.
Understanding the real thing and
going beyond
it.
Your own past old beliefs.
Everything. Going beyond a lot of things, like we will see in this.
But my question, sister, sorry to interrupt. My point was today's golf. But when I was a child, I'd met with an accident, a very bad accident on my scooter. And, something would, that my ears were full of blood because of the accident, and, there was so much of problems. And part was right that I could not study. But I would always say, I'm not able to study because of this accident. And my mother used to say, oh, poor child. I used to feel really nice. So it started from the beginning when I was a baby.
It does. Otherwise also, from the beginning, it's parents who play a very, very important role in this conditioning, because the way we are brought up is, I will be happy when you do well in your exams. I will be happy when you clean your room. I'm angry if your stuff is lying around. I'm upset because you haven't finished your homework. This is the vocabulary and the vibrations.
If I interrupt, I am angry if your room is wrong, or bad or dirty. If the mother says, and father quietly says, oh, mother's like that, don't worry, she always does like that. Now, this boy, the child, we're talking about us today, the blame game. Now where does he go? Mother says this, father says that. So these are the things we build up from childhood.
No, but every time we said, I'm angry because your room is not clean, it meant, if you don't do things which I like, then my getting angry is justified.
Agreed.
So the equation was very clear. Then we kept on using this equation right from childhood to where we are today.
Yeah.
But the equation went like this. If you do this, then I am like this. The mind works like a software program. Even in computer coding, we would say, if so-and-so condition, then result is so-and-so. So the conditioning that went on inside is, if you do your homework well, I am happy. We've grown up believing this, that whatever people around us were feeling when we were children, our activity, what we were doing, was responsible for the way they feel. If I did something right, my parents were happy. And if I didn't do it the way they want, they were upset. So I grew up feeling the same thing, that when people around me do things that are right, I will be happy. And if people don't, I will not. It's a very deep ingrained belief system.
The child will do it with a friend. If you give me a chocolate, or if you don't invite me for your party, then when you grow old, and then you'll say, if my staff, my driver
the child does it also with the parents. Right from that age, they will start. Okay. If you go to the market with little children today also, they will stop and they will ask you, I want this. And if you don't give it to them, they will cry. Because the parent did the same thing. That if the child didn't do what the parent wanted, the parent got angry. So now if the parent won't do what the child wants, the child will get angry. It's a reciprocal. A child is always just reflecting a parent's behavior, and in the process creating his own behavior. The way the parent will behave with the child, if we turn it around to taking personal responsibility, this is blaming. We are blaming the world for how we are feeling. If the child would have been brought up in a way, if your room is not clean, you have to do it. But your cleaning or not cleaning the room doesn't untidy anything here. Had he grown up seeing that, then he would have seen that the state of mind is not dependent on people and situations. But he never saw that. A child never ever saw that. You bring a mark sheet home and the expression of the face is totally dependent on the marks. He's seeing that. So he grows up feeling that my internal happiness is dependent on my achievements outside. If the child talks properly, parents are happy. Child grows up feeling the way people behave with me, my happiness depends on that. Had he seen something else? Had he seen another way of thinking and another way of living?
For example?
For example, the marks have come. They're not very good. The parent is there, very stable, calm, not disturbed, not upset, not angry, and yet at the same time communicating that he will be doing well the next time. It just says marks are important. He's understanding. Marks are very important. I have to do well. I have to work hard. But happiness is not dependent on marks because they didn't get upset when the marks were less.
How nice.
Separating the two things. Separating the achievement, the behavior, the situation from the state of mind.
So how would have you told your child if he brings bad marks or doesn't do well? So the report is here and I'm the child. What would you say?
See, what happens when you see a report card? You just immediately go, Either you can be hurt, the parent can be hurt, angry, feel let down. I worked so hard with my child.
Or slap.
Lots of things. Sometimes the parent also starts thinking, I sacrificed, I quit my job because it was the child's board exams, I finished all my socializing, I was sitting at home the whole year, and this is what the child has done. Very let down. So there
can be so many things.
So many
People
things.
don't eat food, they have meetings, they have joint arguments,
Right.
they even beat up the child, they they said, okay, we won't talk to him for some... So many things happen.
Absolutely. Now what is being conveyed? What is the message that is being conveyed? Everyone around me is upset, angry because I did not do well, which means doing well brings happiness, success brings happiness, failure brings pain. When did I learn this? When I was this much. If we would have separated these two things, success, very important, have to work hard. Not done well this time, work harder. Study more, cut down on your playing, do this, whatever, very clear. But happiness, stability, that's not going to change with my marks. Separating the two things. Because had we separated it for them when they were young, they would have separated it for themselves now when they were on their journey in life.
So this little point which started in childhood, how does it multiply and become a pakka sanskara?
Yeah, because the child learns it at this age, when the child is first standard, second, fourth. Till then, he doesn't have that much problem with success and failure or with high marks or low marks. But because that conditioning is happening, now as the child is growing up, 8th, 9th, 10th standard, the marks become his source of happiness also. He is learning that. Then your college, then your job, then your salary, then your promotion, then what the boss feels about you, everything. You're growing up feeling like that.
Now, when you grow, they go on and on, then they start affecting your relationship.
Everything. See, marks will convey achievement.
If I bring good money at home, my wife and children will be happy.
Absolutely.
If I'm earning less, so he has to do so much corruption, he has to do work harder, or cheat, or do whatever, or evade taxes, so many things.
Absolutely.
So, now this is very closely related to making other people happy.
Yes, and if you ask anybody, why are you doing all this? He said, we have to make our family happy. It's for my family's happiness that I'm doing all this. They won't say it's for my family's comfort. They won't say it's for bringing all, possession and property at home. It's for making my family happy.
So we started from blame and a blame game. Okay, if this is wrong just because of this happened, it's not my fault. I'm so happy.
Absolutely.
From blame it has come to relationship, and from relationship it has come to what were we talking?
Any kind of unethical practice.
Making other people happy.
Everything, your whole life. If we have to just pause and check, our whole life is revolving around this one belief system. I am responsible for how other people feel, and people are responsible for how I feel. Every time, every day.
But the second line, do you think people believe in that?
What's the second line?
I'm responsible for the other person's behavior.
Absolutely. Every day. That's why we feel guilty. Why should I feel guilty?
Many people say so many things. If they remember this sister, they won't even hurt people.
But that is how it is being used, na? If you say something to me, and I convey to you that I'm so hurt because of you, I point the finger there. I'm hurt because of you. And then if you believe that line, that I'm hurt because of you, then you're going to feel guilty.
And then I can also say that, yes, I wanted to hurt you.
Yes. So we are all, what are we doing to each other? Manipulating each other's emotions, because each one believes that the emotions and the feelings are not our creation. They are being created by situations and people. Blame game. And this is not something as small as marks. It can go on to like very, very big things. Very big things in relationships. Hurt, rejection, pain, jealousy, failure. At every respect, we're not sitting up and saying, this is my creation. We're saying, I'm feeling this because of... This is very, very deep. I mean, we just have to study ourselves one day to see how we're leading the whole day and then the whole life based on this one belief system, because of which we're not taking mastery of our life. Let's say we're doing this work. People will behave in different ways. Nature might not cooperate. People might not cooperate.
Why yesterday it happened to me. I spoiled, my mood was spoiled. The camera didn't come. We bought a brand new camera paying in lakhs, and something happened to the motherboard. Somebody's coming late. Nobody's interested in coming and seeing the locations. I have to ring up people. I was thinking, look, I've come here to work, not for a holiday. So it's not my job to call everybody, please come have breakfast, let's go this thing. So you get hurt, and I was blaming them because of my behavior.
Right.
So what is wrong in that?
You ask yourself, what's wrong in that?
I was angry because they were irritated. 1 point or 2 points, all right. Everybody's sleeping in the room.
Yeah.
The camera is not working.
Yeah.
Nobody's interested in taking the charge. And then they're having breakfast at lunchtime and lunch and dinner time.
Yeah.
So it's not a holiday.
So I was angry because of
So many
all
things.
these lines. This is where we need to do the checking.
How?
Everything seemed to be going so-called wrong.
See, up to 1, I could take it.
Yeah.
2, I could take it. Camera, I could take it. Then the irresponsibility of people and the lack of interest, or maybe, of this.
Which means my tolerance level and my power to remain stable was up to 1, 2, and 3.
I thought I had overcome all that.
Yeah.
But it showed yesterday.
Yes, so it means if one thing goes wrong, I can take care, I'll remain fine. If 2 things go wrong, I'll still be okay. If 3 things go wrong, I start getting a little irritated. And if the 4th thing goes wrong, then I get angry. And if the 5th thing goes wrong, then I'll shout.
I'll blast.
Yeah. Now I have to ask myself, if the first thing goes wrong, if I can remain stable, which means even if 10 things go wrong, I can remain stable. You can shout.
Then what is the meaning of tolerance level?
Yeah, my power, how much can I tolerate? You know, we say, I can only tolerate this much.
You mean to say everybody has a tolerance level then?
Everybody has a different one. Now we're talking about increasing that. And we can increase that automatically only if we remove this line, I got angry because they didn't do their work properly. Just let's remove the second line.
So give me an answer to my own thing. I got angry because of what? Yesterday the whole day's shooting got cancelled. I couldn't work, you couldn't work, nobody worked. So what do you mean by tolerance level where?
Yesterday, the whole day shooting got cancelled. Things were not working fine. Everybody seemed to be making a lot of mistakes and irresponsibility. So I chose to get angry yesterday.
Oh, that was my choice.
It was my choice.
And what was that which disturbed me and irritated me within me?
What disturbed me was that I am allowed to get angry if people don't do things my way. I'm allowed to shout at them. Yes, just check. And today, just change that belief system and see how the day will go. I am allowed. They have to work like this. And if they don't, obviously I'll get angry. Because when I was this much, when I didn't do things the right way.
I cannot go further with you.
Okay.
Unless you tell me, if this is happening and I'm getting irritated, you mean to say I'm allowed, I'm
allowing myself. Today don't allow and you won't get irritated.
Then you mean to say then I should suppress?
No, just change the belief system.
What?
There's no suppression. Change the belief system. That's what we're doing, going beyond this belief system.
Believe me, I didn't allow, I didn't even know, it came up.
You said, I was angry because
yes.
this.
Correct.
Today, we'll do another coding.
Okay.
Nothing may go right. People will behave the way they want. And how I will behave and how I will feel will be totally my choice. And if I take care, I will remain very calm the entire day because I want to remain calm today. It's done.
If you call somebody on phone to have breakfast on time, so that we're getting late for shooting, you call them second time, third time, they don't come. And I have two choices. I'll ask that person to work without breakfast, or I'll have to wait and delay.
Yeah. And with that, I have another two choices. Either I will get angry about it, or I will just remain calm. There is always a choice. Even in terms of the anger, I will have a choice. How much to get angry?
But
for how long to get angry?
I have another problem, that I'll feel guilty if I make you work without breakfast.
That's also a choice. If you feel the work is more important than the meal, then it's a decision. It's more important to work.
You have come late, I can't help it, I called you 10 times.
Choice. See, at every step, choice.
Then I'll keep on worrying.
That will also be your choice. So if you're worrying, change the worry to concern. And concern is people should eat before they work. So let them eat and then work. But I will not get angry if they start working later, because I am choosing that they should first eat and then work.
Or let them have a bite along with working here.
Whatever. At every step, if you see, for creating work like this, whether it's a small thing like this, or it's a small family at home, or it's an office, it's a team, things are happening. And things will never be perfect. Situations will never ever be perfect.
That I agree.
Nothing and no one is in our control except my state of mind. You asked them to come. They didn't listen to you. Who didn't listen to you? Their mind didn't listen to you. When somebody doesn't listen to us, it means their mind doesn't listen to us, right? Their mind didn't obey my instruction. Let me just understand this. Other people's minds may not obey my instruction. There's only one mind which is going to obey my instruction. That's my
mind.
Other people didn't listen to me.
Why should you call it an obeying instruction? It looks as if I'm running a military thing. It's something we're doing together. We've come here together for.
Whatever.
Like we all are going to the airport, and we have to share one car, and the one person is coming slowly. That is not obeying instructions, no.
Okay, irresponsible.
Yeah.
The other person is being irresponsible. Am I being responsible by getting angry? Because now I am being irresponsible to myself. I'm abusing my mind by getting angry. I'm abusing my body because my anger will affect the body. And I'm abusing my relationships. And I'm abusing the entire environment in which I'm going to work. Irresponsibility. If we want to talk about irresponsibility, we will take it back to ourselves. The other people are being all irresponsible. If I love responsibility, then my first responsibility is towards myself.
I love this line. I love this statement. Now, I'm going to learn the whole day today, while we shoot, that if I'm saying that to the other person, that person is not responsible, so am I being responsible
before teaching the other person what is responsibility?
By being angry, or by being shouting, or by saying, okay, we can't work this way. So first of all, one has to be responsible himself.
Always. And which means we're shifting from blaming to taking responsibility of how we think and feel. These were small things, people not coming on time or work not happening. Think of the biggest thing that can happen. The world can go upside down. My relationships can collapse. My body could create problem. Everything can happen. I can only take responsibility of my state of mind by saying, what I create inside right now is my choice. So we are going beyond blaming to taking personal responsibility.
Sister, I think we should continue this in the next episode, going beyond blaming, because I feel that it is connected to so many things, not only one. So can we have a small meditation on responsibility and blame and going beyond? old beliefs.
Let's sit back for 2 minutes. And let me look at myself. I, the creator of every thought and feeling, let me observe. Every thought I create, I'm choosing that thought. Situations, people are not in my control. But they are not the creators of how I feel. They are only a stimulus. And I respond to that stimulus. My ability to respond is my responsibility. Let me prepare for the day today. Let me see everyone and everything around me. Everyone is doing what they feel is right. Things might not go according to what I want. And today, I consciously choose to remain stable. A response of calm, controlled, stable thinking. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, sister.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Every time we say our feelings are because of situations or people, we are blaming them for our state of mind. Discipline people and get work done, but without fluctuating your state of mind, which means work needs to be done, but our happiness is not dependent on it. Each one of us is responsible for our feelings. People are not responsible for how we feel, and we are not responsible for how others feel. We can take care of our thoughts and actions, but finally, others will create their own feelings, and we should not feel guilty if others are creating pain. Nothing and no one is in our control. Other people's mind may not do what we want. We only have control on our own mind. If you wish to discuss your problem or have a question to ask or want to know your nearest Rajayoga Meditation Center, write to us at awakeningwithbks@gmail.com or call us on 099 99 744 555.